Hey traders, Jason here from Levitt Brothers. Hope you're well. So in this video, I'm going to go over some trades of ours, some recent trades we've had just in the last couple of weeks, some current trades we're in, and some future trades, not futures trade, but some trades that we're looking to going forward. Before I start, remember this year, final opportunity to jump on our Cyber Week special. Buy an annual membership, get 3 months free. It comes out to be less than $50 a month for all our trading ideas, all our reports, message board. Hey, if you're not getting the results you want, you're not getting the results you expect, consider making a change, okay? A subscription, 1 trade, 2 trades pays for the subscription. I'm going to show you a lot of trades today. It's been November was a fantastic month. You could accuse me and say, well, yeah, but the month, everything went up in the month. Yeah, but if you were only 25% in, or if you were leaning short or only half in, you left a lot of money on the table. So sometimes it's not just the trading ideas that work. Sometimes it's getting the market conditions correct. And sometimes you just need to be part of like a trading club or a trading group to lean on to get confidence from. People subscribe for various reasons. All right, so check it out. We've had a great year, and we're going to continue having great years going forward. We've been in business for 20 years. You don't last that long unless you know what you're doing. All right, so to take us up on the Cyber Week special, just go to our homepage, click on subscribe here, and just follow the steps. Pretty simple. All right, so let's get into some trading ideas. I'm going to keep this light. I'm not going to go into too much detail. Just give you an idea of how we operate. All right, let's get to it. All right, so here's American Airlines. It's a new trade for us. I'm looking for this to be a big rounded bottom pattern that kind of goes like that. I get cut off here. Goes like that. So this is kind of like playing the right side of the pattern. It just broke. Stock broke out on Friday, and we think it gets at least through this gap here and forms a semi-symmetrical bottoming pattern. After that, who knows? Maybe it goes up to 14, pulls back, consolidates, and then breaks out again, or maybe it goes up to 14 and comes all the way back down into its range. I don't know, but right now we think it's probably going to continue up the right side here. Airbnb stock we posted a week ago after spending several days just kind of chopping in place. It finally exploded on Friday. This is a stock I've learned not to trust. You can see a lot of, kind of V-top there. So we like to play the momentum, but we're not going to stick around too long in it. Adobe was a trade from the beginning of the month. You can see it ran up beginning of the year, traded sideways for several months, then broke out. Still not up to our target, which is at 640. It looks like it's probably going to get there eventually. Super high quality stock. Doesn't get the respect that the other mega caps get because it's not as big, but as far as quality goes, as far as trading opportunities goes, it's just as good and probably better than many. AI, not a controversial stock, but a stock that has definitely had some ups and downs over time. I'm looking at this as a big rounded bottom pattern. We think it's eventually going to get back up to 37.5 if it can survive earnings, which are next week. Okay, so I'm not going to be in. This is the type of stock that could gap down 20% after earnings. Okay, I wouldn't consider it a safe play, especially being an AI stock or thought to be an AI stock. So I'm not going to be in for earnings, but if it can survive earnings and not suffer too much damage, then I think it comes up the right side there and gets up to 37.5. Alaska Airlines coming out of you can see very, very weak, fell from mid 50s down to 31. Huge drop, very, very steady, consistent selling. Off the low, you can tell some volume surges here, boom, 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 lots of above average volume days. Consolidated here, popped, consolidated for a couple weeks, and then broke out on Friday. You can see our target there, 42. ARM, this is one that we played when it was basing here at the beginning of the month. We played the breakout, and then it ran up into the 60s. Now it's consolidating. We think it's probably going to break out again and take out the high and go into the low 70s. That's what our trade is right now. AU, so gold stock's doing really well. AU is forming a 3-4 month base here. Nice run from the bottom of the range to the top. I like it when stocks move up, get rejected, come down, do a little bit of consolidating, and then move up again. So this stock measured move for now is 23 is what we're going to be looking for. Avago, based in the spring, ran up, based again, broke out, went right to our target at 1,000, then came back down, and is now currently testing the previous resistance level. We're out. Okay, our target was 1,000, so as soon as it gets up there, I consider the trade to be over. But just an example of another high-quality chart, high-quality stock that doesn't get the respect that the mega caps get, especially NVIDIA, but yet it's still very, very tradable. Lots of money to be made. Cleveland Cliffs, posted this one on our message board on Friday. You can see it moved up, basing here, move up, some decent volume surges there, consolidate most of the month of November, and then broke out on Friday. So that's looking good. Target right now is at 20. Crocs is a trade that we did recently. Gap down here at the beginning of the month, recovered, consolidate over here for a handful of days, and then broke out and went right to our target. It has moved up, 7 days in a row, volume coming in there too. So it's been a nice trade. Our target has been hit. Datadog, there's several software stocks that look like this. For many months, they're, dead money, going nowhere, completely uninteresting, and then out of nowhere they gap up. Okay, that's earnings. So the street had it wrong. The company's surprised, they have earnings, stock gaps up. Now, if the market's not acting well, it's probably going to gap up and then just fall all the way back down. That's just the nature of a bad market. But in this market, stocks are gapping up, holding the gains, consolidating for a few more days, and then breaking out of that range and moving up. So this was a good trade of ours in November. Docu is a new one coming out of a base, consolidate over here on the right side, and then broke out on Friday. Can you chase it? Probably not. Okay, unless you're really good at zooming in with like the 15-minute chart, you're probably not going to chase this. But, if you get a little bit of a drift down here for a few days, you may be able to get a better, you may be able to get an entry for an eventual move up to the high 40s. First Horizon, so a lot of regional banks starting to do well. This one based, came out of the base over here, volume over here, hard to see. Is really, really strong. Then it consolidated and, traded like a falling wedge, and then it broke out last week. So this one's doing really, really well for us. There's several of them out there. So First Solar, the single worst group over the last year has been solar stocks. And, when a group is down and out and hated and nobody likes it at all and nobody has any interest in it, that's the group that ends up running 50, 60, 70% the following year. Might not lead the market, but there's a chance it'll be in the top 10, especially for a group like solar. So first Solar broke out middle of the month, consolidated the last few weeks, and now it seems to be in the process of breaking out again. You can see our target up there at 190. IonQ, we've been in and out of the stock several times. It's been pretty good to us. We're back in. At least as of Friday, because consolidated for a couple of weeks. We had some good volume over here. Then you can see quiet trading over here. Volume is very light, and then it broke out again on Friday. So you can see our target here. Even if you just get a move like this is perfectly good. It doesn't have to be a runaway stock. It doesn't have to double or triple. Sometimes you get a stock that just trades in a big fat range, and you could just play a leg up within the range, and it's kind of unassuming and boring, but there's a lot of money to be made. If the stock goes 13 to 16, that's a great trade. Here's JNUG. Okay, as I said previously, gold, silver doing really well. This stock was profiled last weekend, so stock gapped up on Monday and had 5 consecutive really good days in a row. Volume was pretty good. Gold and silver seem to be in vogue right now. So even though our target has been hit and I consider the trade to be over, we look for a re-entry on any type of weakness going forward. All right, here's LabU. Biotech stocks doing better. We got a base here. Stock breaks out, consolidates for a week and a half, and then broke out again last week. Positive volume over here has been really good. Our target, as you can see, is 4.5. Mara, so gold, Bitcoin stocks doing very well. That's an understatement. Some of them have gone 50 to 100% just in the last couple weeks. Based here, you can see getting rejected by the 21, rejected by the 21, boom, boom, boom. It gets above that. Then it's kind of a big sloppy consolidation pattern here. And then it finally moves out of that, and you can see it moves up to our target. I consider this trade to be over because our target's been hit, but we'll continue to monitor it behind the scenes, and hopefully we'll get a dip to be able to play. And if things go well, this stock's going to probably go back up to 20. No promises there, but so far so good. It looks like a good setup. Nova, another solar stock that that we're checking out. You can see base goes back about 10 weeks, breaks out over here, consolidates for 2 days or so, and then breaks out again. Again, solar's been really weak, so it's easy to just put them to the side and say I don't want to play them. But a lot of times the weakest group, as long as it's like a legit group, a lot of times the weakest group will suddenly come to life in the next year, and you'll look back 6 months later and say, why was I so bearish on it? Palantir is a stock we played numerous times going back to last spring when it was back in single digits. Currently, this is a live trade for us. You can see it moved, bottomed here, moved off the low, consolidated for 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday last week. Volume is pretty steady, strong here, steady here. At the very least, I can see these 3 candles resolving to the upside and at least testing here, probably going higher. Even Peloton's doing well. The market's firing on all cylinders when a weak stock, a stock that's been weak for a long time, suddenly comes to life. Peloton broke out last week, consolidated, and then continued up. As you can see, our target at 6.5 there. Okay, a couple more here. QS is a new one for us. Based, you can see breakout on Wednesday, hold the gains Thursday, Friday follow through. So our target is at 8 there. SVM, silver stock, was profiled last week, gapped up on Monday morning and just ran 5 days in a row right through our target. Unity Software, a couple more here. Another one of those software names looking for a big rounded bottom here. Came off a low here, strong volume, consolidated for 2 weeks, and then broke out last Wednesday. Took the day off Thursday and then followed through Friday. So we got a breakout like over here, we got a breakout over here, and now we're getting a breakout at 32 there. So we think it's at, right now our target's at 36. All right, one more here is Wolfspeed, semiconductor company, coming out of a 2-month base here, target 45. All right, so lots of good trades to be had. Most important thing about trading is getting the market conditions right. If you get the market conditions right, the finer details of trading don't really matter. Come check us out at Lever Brothers. Today's the last day you can sign up for our Cyber Week Cyber Special. Buy an annual membership, get 3 months free. Comes out to be less than $50 a month. You're not going to get anything out there that's anywhere close to that. Good luck. We'll see you next time.